Hello, it's a pretty day here in Durrës. It is Friday, and I just needed to do a quick update. I didn't need to, but I figured some people might like seeing this update. Hi, friends, hi, family. So, real quickly, I've been in Albania since January the 29th. I left Texas on the 28th of January, right as that ice storm was drawing to a close, right? And landed in Tirana, Albania. And Tirana was a lovely city, don't get me wrong, but my Airbnb host switcherooed the address. So I was supposed to be closer to the city center, and they were like, oh, there was a glitch in the Airbnb system. Here's the real address. And so I ended up in BFA, way on the outside of the outer loop. And so it was a little difficult because I was away from really a lot of the touristy stuff. It was a good hour walk to get back to that area. Probably would have been only about 30 minutes had they put in the correct address and not did switcheroo. Anyway, lovely community of people. They were very kind, very nice. I don't in any way feel like my personhood was in danger. And so I just want to address a couple of things that have been going on in the circles of the communities that I'm a part of. Exodus Summit, thank you ladies. And also Rick and Halisi, if you follow them on Our Black Utopia. There's so many outlets for black folk these days to get some input about what's going on in these international streets. There's Pril, she's down there in the Mexico area, was going to go to Cuba. She was talking about doing some dancing there, and also I think she's back in the States right now. Anyway, so the topic of discussion that's been going on is safety, and do we feel safe? And yeah, I feel 100% safe, and more so than safety right now for me is I don't feel like I feel. My body is not responding like it responds when I'm in the States. And I'm a Texas kid in a very red little county, and I don't like any of them white people. Probably about, I'll say under 10. And so in the Bible, the story when I want to say it was Abraham, when they said, will you destroy Sodom and Gomorrah if there were 50 good people? He's like, nah, I won't destroy it if there's 50 good people. And he kept going back until finally got down to like 10 or 5 people. Would you destroy Sodom and Gomorrah if there were 5 good people? And so the ultimate answer is that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of the lack of 5 good people. So the cowardice and the utter contempt, really, and the utter, I think the word I was using is I just have stupid fatigue. The utter ridiculousness of this all, worthy of ridicule of all of this, is what's driven me all the way to Albania. I mean, I just couldn't systemically sustain a healthy equilibrium, a healthy vibration where I was. So I had to, if you can't change the people you're around, then you can certainly change the people you're around. And if those people don't want to change, then good. Stay there. Tell the truth, say it out loud. Put a scarlet letter R on your chest. Let us know so that we can start making plans to leave y'all to yourselves. I don't want to be around you. You're weak, and you're cowardice, and you have zero recognition. I don't even know if there's a soul in there, and that's fine. All of that is fine and good. I love it. I love it for you. I want you to have everything that you want to have. Just leave me out of it. I was working with a detention center in Limestone County in Texas, and some of the most low, if this is the hierarchy of intelligence, I'll work with people way down here, right? I remember one guy told me we had saw this black guy riding on a bicycle, and I was like, wow, wonder what happened to him. And this white guy, same age as me, born in the late 60s, said, well, that black guy right there was a couple of white guys who wanted to know what it was like to skin a coon, and that's why he looks like that. They told me that to my face. Yeah, I want to live around y'all. And he got a gun. He's sitting next to me, and we're transporting ICE detainees, and we're transporting people who've been accused of federal crimes. I want to hang out with this dude. No, these stories are. Another white woman told me to my face. I said, "Hey, if anything were to pop off, would it and I could help you? Know that I got you, white woman." And I said, "Well, what about me? What about me?" She said, "Well, it just depends." I'm like, "It depends. It depends." She's like, "Yeah, it depends on if you're nice to me." And I'm like, "But I've known you for several years. Why does it have to? You should." Anyway, this white woman goes on to tell me, "Well, if anything pops off, you could be my slave." I said, "And would you like me to suckle your kids too?" Now, she was in her 60s, but these are the people in my community that I want to hang out with. I mean, so safety. Let's get back to safety. Do you think I feel safe in those environments? Me? No, I don't feel safe in those environments. I got a friend request from one of those white people, white woman. We serve on the board of directors together. And she was telling me that her husband was telling her, "Well, we had to vote the way we voted because look at the stock market and look at the economy." And I said, "Well, look at the little white lady who has this little old 1-year-old who can't find daycare and is struggling to even qualify for the program to get a house. And you're telling me about the stock market and the economy. Do you not care about people, like, at all?" So these are just random, average, everyday walking around with a sixth finger. I used to say this when I was in Iowa. They look human, but they got a sixth finger. These people I need to take a break from. I need to take a break, get a good deep breath, and then, hopefully this conflict, unnecessary conflict, started by two lunatics who are wanted for war crimes. Hopefully this will dissipate after they get that. And then maybe I can get back over to the States, get another FBI background check, get my paperwork in order for real, and see what country, what beautiful, welcoming country with beautiful, welcoming people who don't classify themselves as white, who don't put on the I'm white, that to gain some type of advantage. Albanians are Albanians. I'm just a U.S. citizen here. They ain't got no beef with me. I ain't got no beef with them. Kind, beautiful, loving people. From here, I'm going to go on to Georgia, the country, not the state. Been there, six finger. And then hopefully I'll make it back to get my paperwork in order. But you guys, I just wanted to give you an update and share my heart. I really don't talk about this stuff in public a lot because, you'll get the vitriol. You'll get the person who has an IQ of 79, 82, 85, who can't think rationally, who can't reason, who will be offended, who will be personally offended and become a keyboard warrior, who will have something to say. Instead of sitting with the situation and saying, "Hey, I understand your frustration, let's talk." Or, "Hey, I understand what you're saying, and can I add this to the conversation?" Just in good faith. But these people can't spell good or faith. They don't even know what that is. So if you are one who has good faith, certainly come on. If you're not, please don't ask me for a friend request on any social media app. Please don't engage with this content. Just don't listen to me because you ain't been listening to me before. Just skip on. Toodly doo. with that being said, you guys have a great day. I'm going to enjoy the weather in Albania. Love you. Take care of yourself. Be good.